Alright, so basically they saying it's bad news for Aries, G, because in the past other people already been talking about how it's hard to work with him, and then that he already be saying that people don't know him from a can of paint, which is true because I only know him from, you feel me, one little comedy show. The comedy show went crazy, don't get me wrong, but like, other than outside of that, we really don't know too much about him, G. So people be bugging with him, talking about like, hey, he just speaking out and not making sense and stuff. Hey, it's just bad news for him in all totality. They even got the Marlon Wayne brothers,
like I said, he
man.
always got something smart to say, and I have no disrespect for any black man in this business or anything. Just keep our name out your mouth. Keep our name out your mouth.
In your mind, in your gut, is that juice worth the squeeze?
Absolutely not.
Now we could be.
You too, man. Back with your boy Mari, dude. we finna react to another little video, G. What we got today? But today has been a very bad day for Aries Spears. G. If y'all don't know who Aries Spears is, man, everybody should know who he is. But he got this one comedy show, G. Y'all need to go watch on the little All-Star with him.
Sean and Marlon Williams just ethered and destroyed Aries Spears.
They got a
during
couple
the
other
podcast.
people too.
Sean
so
and
let's see
Marlon
what
Williams
happened
just
to him,
ethered
man.
and destroyed Aries Spears during a podcast they recently
And
did.
I remember
and
like a
frankly,
long time
Aries
ago,
Spears deserved every second
him
of
and
this.
Tiffany had got in trouble doing something together.
Your family has been around.
So let's see what they got going on
well,
now.
y'all were famous without the clickbait, right? Yeah. So now that you do get your name added to a bunch of things that where you could just be sitting at home minding your business, and they like, we spoke to Sean.
I wouldn't even know that was on because I'm so not even on social media.
What podcast?
Someone on social media. You know what they said about you that didn't happen? Right. You know what happened that didn't really happen? Right. I'm going to tell you, I got to bring you in on this, man. This is crazy.
Because you had one, too.
I did?
Yeah, they called you arrogant. It was a comedian,
I'm
Aries
trying to
Spears,
see what happened to Aries. Oh, that, wait. That ain't never Aries, G.
You can't look you in the eye.
Wait.
Nah, that ain't
I'll show
him.
you guys what Sean Wayans is referring to
Right,
shortly.
that's Sean.
But this is one of those situations where
I'm
Aries
like,
Spears
nah,
brings the beef
that's
and
for
trouble
sure him, bro.
He literally brought this upon himself. For no
Y'all gotta
reason
go
whatsoever.
watch that
Now,
comedy
this is not like a
show,
situation
man.
where
That
Vlad
man,
TV is asking him a
that's
question
his best
and
piece of work.
kind
That's
of
the only
forced to
thing I
answer the
know
question
him
because
from,
he's getting
G.
paid. No, he is talking about something completely random, and he brought up Sean Wayne's name into the conversation simply to hate. That's it. Simply to. There was no reason to bring up Sean Wayne's whatsoever. He brought him up just to hate.
The reputation that exists
There you go, y'all.
about Aries, the big Loch Ness monster, is he's difficult. A lot of people don't like him. He's this. He's a diva. I'm honest. Yeah. I am brutally honest. To the point where, you know what? And I've said this. My mouth can be my biggest attribute, but it also can be my biggest detriment. Are there times when I probably should shut the up? Yes. But I'm honest. And even when you're honest in
Yeah,
what
that
might be
was
deemed
his prime. You
a
can
good
tell,
way,
G.
people don't
Just
like
by the
honesty,
way he talking.
especially when it doesn't work in their favor. They don't like honesty. So they hit you with the labels, hater, this, that. And it's like, for all the shit that people say about me that don't know me half the time, when I go to a comedy club,
we only
my
know you
ritual
from that
is
one
to
comedy show, G. I'm
have my
trying to
headphones
tell you.
in, not because I'm trying to be a dick or arrogant or aloof because I think I'm the hottest guy in the room. It's game time. I'm like the Bulls. What time is it? Game time. Ooh, I'm getting my focus on. I'm scouring the room. I'm picking out who the potential might be I gotta with, because this person's over here is too drunk, or this fat got on this wrong outfit. It's what I do. I don't like being in the green room because I feel like a hamster in a cage. I want to be out. I want to be accessible. I want people to see me, see them. That brings the guard down a little bit.
He could have stopped it here. He had no reasons bringing up Sean Wayans because the conversation was how Aries Spears is difficult to work with. I've heard that from a lot of other people. We've seen it with the Vlad situation. He's difficult. He's hard to work with. He's a diva. But how are you going to talk about how people think you're hard to work with and how you a diva, and then you bring up another man that got nothing to do with the situation and say, no, man. I'm not a diva. He's the diva. And you do it unprovokingly.
Unless you're or you disrespect me, yo, I'm super nice. I'm courteous. I'm very low maintenance. I don't want anything. But then I go and I hear
I
these
wonder what
stories.
type of question did
Yo,
Vlad
Shawn
even
Wayans,
ask him though
you
for
can't
him
look
to
at
be
him.
acting like
He
that?
wears shades in the club. You can't talk to him directly. If you make eye contact, you get in trouble. And I go, nigga, your talent doesn't match your arrogance. Like, for you to be that arrogant, you gotta be super talented. And even then, there's never a reason to be that. You should always be as humble as you can be, as gracious as you can be, and as nice as you can be to anybody and everybody, whether it's the manager of the club, whether it's a Fortune 500 CEO show, or whether it's the janitor in the bathroom. There's never a reason to be a dick. So, but if you're going to be a dick, you gotta be Dave Chappelle, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
You gotta be the upper echelon of bad. And I'm not even saying it's right then, but you can't be Shawn Wayans, nigga's level of talent and be that arrogant, nigga. Let me reverse that, because I'm actually saying it wrong. It matters. Your arrogance doesn't match your talent.
I'm not gonna sit here and assess who's more talented. That will be below the belt. I think their careers speak for itself. One person is worth an upwards of $200 million. One person is haggling his employer for a $600 raise, okay? And let's just say the career and the success to me shows and proves who is more talented. The ironic part about that, the very same accusations that Aries Spears weaponized DJ Vlad's platform to say about other comedians and other people, those same accusations got weaponized against Aries Spears. Because when Aries Spears left, Vlad TV did an interview where Vlad TV said that Aries Spears were rude to his employees. Aries Spears was hard to work with. Aries Spears was a diva. Aries Spears had an ego. Aries Spears would disrespect the employees in the building. So the same accusations you try to stick on Shawn Wayans fell right in your lap, man. Now, Marlon Wayans has a problem with Aries Spears. So once Shawn Wayans get to speak about Aries Spears, Marlon stepped in.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Is sometimes
you got buddy
bring
from
out
White Chicks,
the
man.
animal inside of people. We keep our mouth shut. We don't talk
I
about
didn't
nobody.
go back at him because I didn't care. But now that you bring it up, he's for that because he was begging to get inside of one of our movies or on our TV show. I hooked him up.
Alright, so basically they saying it's bad news for Aries, G, because in the past other people already been talking about how it's hard to work with him, and then that he already be saying that people don't know him from a can of paint, which is true because I only know him from, you feel me, one little comedy show. The comedy show went crazy, don't get me wrong, but like other than outside of that, we really don't know too much about him, G. So people be bugging with him, talking about like, hey, he just speaking out and not making sense and stuff. Hey, it's just bad news for him in all totality, G.
On a cartoon that we did called The Boo Crew, and I realized how crazy he was. He was a crazy man. So
And what he's saying is, keep my name out your mouth. You want real black guys? Keep with him.
They even got the Marlon Wayans brothers,
like I said,
man.
he always got something smart to say, and I have no disrespect for any black man in this business or anything. Just keep our name out your mouth.
Keep our name out your mouth.
He on a I had a beef with what's his name, DJ Vlad. And you know, it's one thing, me and Vlad's between me and Vlad.
Yeah. Right.
But then Vlad asked him a question about the situation. And you know, Aries always got something smart to say.
I can't believe I'm doing this, but in terms of Marlon Wayans' beef with Aries, Marlon Wayans to me is a tad bit being unfair to Aries, and here's why. Aries is doing an interview with Vlad. Vlad brings up Marlon Wayans. Aries tries to keep it respectful. I think Aries at some point says, man, I don't know if I should speak on this. And Aries didn't really say too much. He gave a general opinion that I believe was still respectful. But the thing is, when you're doing these interviews, I feel like with Aries, he kind of felt like, man, I'm Team Vlad, F Marlon Wayans, right? I'm a sticker for Vlad. Well, when you're sticking up for Vlad and you're sticking up for your employers or the people who own these huge platforms, you have to realize those huge platforms are not yours. And at some point, right, you're not going to be on those platforms, right? But you still got to swim out here with all the relationships you burned from when you were on the platform.
Speaking of the weigh-ins, and I'm actually going to break this little story here for the first time.
He already probably done burnt them bridges.
He reached out to Marlon Wayans about doing an interview.
Look how he looking.
And he had to speak to his person who, coordinates this stuff. Do you know how much they asked for a Marlon Wayans interview?
I can't wait to hear it.
$40,000 plus 30% of all future revenue.
This is the part where I'm going to show a lot of growth, because once upon a time ago, I would have just like a chainsaw went and let my mouth run. And it probably puts me in positions that I shouldn't or don't want to be in. So I'm going to take this moment to grow as a human being and back out of this.
Aries Spears ultimately didn't back out. He still gave his opinion. But I believe, again, man, I think Aries Spears was as respectful he could have been during this interview. He did give his like opinion, but in like a slick way. Now, again, he could have very easily said,
all the like looking into the camera, tipping the hat, all type of stuff.
Who do he think he is, and went in. But he did keep it respectful. So the fact that Marlon Wayans still got beef with Aries Spears, because of this, I don't know. I'm kind of on Aries Spears' side with this one.
Well, I'm not going to back out of it. So basically, and me and him would DM sometimes. I remember I told him his last stand-up was
Look
great,
at him. He ain't even taking them serious.
My man, I'd rather you say that you just don't me, rather than give me this number like this. Because there's nobody on earth that will pay you $40,000 for an interview, much less 30% on top of that. And he's like, y'all just work it out and everything. And at one point, we even got on the phone, because I was basically like, this is a number.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Here's my question. Had you done it, do you honestly, in your gut and in your head, think that the juice would have been worth the squeeze? And before you answer that, let me say this. Before you answer, if you you had somebody AI your voice, it was a cartoon of Trump,
yes,
and it was somebody imitating Trump.
Right.
If they said to you $40,000 to actually get Trump right after the shooting, so much so that when you interview him, he's got the patch on.
Yeah.
That juice is worth the squeeze, is it not?
Yes.
Okay. So if you did pay Marlon $40,000 in your mind,
plus 30%,
in your mind, in your gut, is that juice worth the squeeze?
Absolutely not.
Now we could be wrong.
Bro, he be changing that voice just like the comedy.
Listen, I had
just like in his little show, bro. He be talking a little Caucasian, bro.
I had to break it down to him.
I thought Aries was being respectful. Marlon Wayans didn't. So he would bring up the fact that Aries Spears is saying that he's not worth the squeeze. However, right, a few months later, things done turned on him now. Now, Vlad is telling Aries Spears he's not worth the squeeze of paying him more than $4,000. Now, I don't think Aries Spears lied or was wrong when it comes to Marlon Wayans. $40,000, you have to get, again, for $40,000 to make sense, you got to get about 4 million views. I don't think that's happening. But in this situation, he's saying he wants 30% of the revenue the interview makes. So you'll have to make whatever is 70%, right, of the total number. That would have to be at least $40,000 or more, because you don't want to go in the hole. I don't think that Marlon Wayans' interview is doing about 7 to 8 million views. I just don't. Right? But Marlon Wayans thought that Aries Spears was hating when he said it, because he should have told Vlad, hey, man, I'm staying out of this. I'm not about to tell you what black men is worth, according to
They
Marlon
must
Wayans.
be probably trying to promote this scary movie, G. If y'all peeping.
Don't talk about my money or my value or what I feel about what my value is. You don't get to do that. And as a black man, you should never, ever do that, because one day you're going to be in my position. Long and behold, 8 months later, him and DJ Vlad beefing about him wanting more money from Vlad.
Is the juice worth the squeeze?
I was going to say, is the juice worth the squeeze? But I shut my mouth out of respect. And as men, hey, man, Aries, you got our number, holla. Because we don't do this.
And I think it's crazy because y'all have put so many black men, black women in position. So for him to come, I'm sure there's so many other people he could have talked about.
It didn't make any sense. Like I said, I thought we were cool. I never had any beef with the dude. It just came out of nowhere.
All I'm saying is we ain't too old to jump people.
And it's a lot of y'all.
Why would would someone start with y'all?
It was a sucker move. It was like, yo, what the hell? What is you got a little podcast?
Sean,
now,
and I was like,
take
Sean likes
shots
to
at
wear
me?
his
Like,
shades. Why you care about looking in this
why you
man's
trying to look at
eyes?
another dude?
He
in his
wanna
eyes?
look in your eyes.
Is that the reason why you're so removed
What
from
they
social
be
media?
on,
Like because of this
man?
kind of activity that
Part
happens?
of it, and just the other thing is, it doesn't excite me. I like real life, man. I like
Yeah.
my
That
family.
buddy
I like my
from
kids.
Men
I like
don't
my
watch the
girl. I
game?
like to chill, man. I'm not trying to get in beefs with people and over dumb, silly stuff.
Well, you gonna have beef now.
Yeah, I don't think Aries Spears is gonna respond back in a beef manner to this. I think Aries Spears understands that when it comes to like the Wayne brothers, like you're not really winning this beef, bro. Like people is choosing the Wayne brothers over Aries Spears any day, and especially if you provoke them first.
Yeah, more of the story, G. Well, Aries Spears, G, it wasn't even no really bad day for him. So they just kind of was over exaggerating because people been on that with him in the past and stuff, but that ain't got to do nothing with him right now, man. And I don't think he gonna really get into it with no Marlon Wayne, but I think it's just, you feel me? They coolin', bro. But it was a decent little video, man. YouTube, go check out some more content on the channel, G. We gonna keep reacting every single day, G. We consistent, bro. Send me some more stuff to react to in the comment. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment. We gone, man. Milli, we out.